Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Main man, made man in the building. Y'all know how I get down. We talking boxing. Yes, sir, man. It is a pleasure to join y'all on a Saturday, early, spontaneous show. Y'all know how I do. For those who missed the live portion of this show, please go back and watch the replay, man, because y'all know how I get down. Let me just make sure everything's sounding good. Yeah, we sounding straight. Yeah, man. Spo, we here to talk some boxing. Been a slow week this week, in my opinion. Not a lot of boxing news to really capitalize on this week, at least that I seen. That's why you didn't see many videos from me this week. There was nothing that pretty much went on this week that haven't been talked about already on this channel. I mean, every single detail, even the Anthony Joshua situation. I mean, we talked about that months ago. You did about him invading United States, possibly with Jarrell Big Baby Miller. And we know, of course, the American fans who already made their request be known, said we would prefer Luis Ortiz, but clearly Eddie Hearn and them ain't listening. I mean, we'll get to that type talk, but first I want to deal with what's going down. What we talking about with Sergey Kovalev and Eleider Alverez, man. What's going to happen tonight? Is Sergey Kovalev going to reclaim back the position that he once had before the crusher started to become the lunchbox? You know what I'm saying? That I don't know, man, but it remains to be seen. And we all know what's up for grabs tonight. It's him trying to get his spot back, him trying to get his relevancy back. It's going down tonight on ESPN. I'm looking forward to this fight, truth be told, because this is a defining fight for Sergey Kovalev, man. Now, listening to his promoter in Kathy Duva, she's saying basically it all comes down to one thing, and that is if Sergey Kovalev listens. He's a hard-headed SOB. Will he listen? And listening to what Kathy Duva is saying, she is saying that is basically a gift and a curse for Sergey Kovalev, because all of Sergey Kovalev's career, he's been told one thing and he never listened, and it garnered success for him. What's up, Orlando? What's up, family? What's up with you? Spontaneous show as always, you know what I mean? And it gathered success for Sergey Kovalev. And the thing is with Sergey, she said that, people in the amateurs told him he wasn't good enough, and he still succeeded in the amateurs. People told him not to become a light heavyweight because it's not a popular division. He still became a light heavyweight and didn't listen to nobody. And look what it got him. It made him a road all the way to those titles. He beat B-Hop for those titles, old B-Hop, but it is what it is. But it gathered him success. So he feels as though not listening to people is the reason why he got to the point that he got to. You know what I mean? Now, I don't know how true that is. Now, the thing is, with Sergey Kovalev, he's riding with Buddy McGurk as his trainer tonight. Once again, we see a trainer change when it comes to Sergey Kovalev. We know he's been riding with people like John David Jackson. I can't pronounce the other dude's name. You know what I mean? And, Sergey Kovalev's, the number one criticism from these trainers has been he don't listen. He do stuff like still drink vodka while training camp is still going on. He do a lot of things that you should not do, and that's conducive to a fighter's lifestyle. Kathy Duva, his promoter, feels as though him teaming up with Buddy McGurk, and if he listens, he should have some sort of success. Because Buddy McGurk's track record is proven to turn fighters around, especially in Sergey Kovalev's position where he's an older fighter. He's a bit of an older fighter. He's been showing signs of fatiguing late in fights. He's been showing signs of fading late in fights. So this is the point in his career. Yeah, he been to the top. Yeah, he did this. Yeah, he did that. But this has been the point in his career where he needs to listen more than anything. Because, you at a crossroads. And if you lose, you done, son. You done. You hear me? You done. Ain't nobody going to be looking for you no more. So he better listen. According to Kathy Duva, according to Buddy McGurk, Sergey Kovalev been listening. He ain't had no problems with Sergey Kovalev. Sergey Kovalev has been listening and taking his training seriously, allegedly, because I find it hard to believe that the dude is taking his training serious, yet on the back end, we got news headlines out in the news today of Sergey Kovalev hunting down models, chasing them back to their crib, kicking the dog, smacking the cat, spitting in the fish tank, and hiding in the bushes. So it's like you want to say to yourself, yeah, well, Sergey Kovalev may be doing the right thing. Maybe he should. Maybe he realized that he had a point in his career that, yo, you take this L, you done, son. But then you get these news headlines, and it's like, oh, is this real? Kathy Duva got to be feeling stupid right now because she got to defend Sergey Kovalev as a woman against these type of allegations. It's at a time where Sergey Kovalev does not need this bad press, especially on ESPN. You know what I mean? So it's like, damn, dog, you want to believe it. You want to believe it. But it's like, shit, how the fuck is he doing the right thing? Are you doing the right thing by doing all this crazy shit? He still must be off that good potion. He still got to be drinking the vodka during training camp, like John David Jackson told us he wants to do. Now, don't get me wrong. Though Sergey Kovalev do what he do, John David Jackson it was real messed up, messed up dude, what he did to Sergey. And I don't take that lightly. He was a trainer. I don't give a fuck what you feel about your fighter. You don't trash him to the public. During that Andre Ward fight, you don't trash him to the public, and you don't offer to give information to the opposing corner, as John David Jackson tried to do. Yeah, you're right, bro. Hey, Orlando says, man, if Sergey Kovalev loses this fight, stick a fork in him. Absolutely, because he is done, son. He is done. You know what I mean? And that's all I'm saying. So with Sergey Kovalev, you want to believe that Slim, he's listening. He's taking orders from his trainer, but then these headlines are out here. And Eliander Alverez looking like he focused. He's determined. He's on weight. He's looking like a champion. He wants the recognition. He wants his name out there. Jonathan Fox in the building. What's up, fam? What's up with you? Is this rematch going to have different results? I don't know. I don't know, bro. I want to say, yeah, but I think it's going to be the same thing because what's playing out in the public right now, man, it's just not beneficial to me. Makes me want to believe that Sergey Kovalev is focused and ready to go. It just doesn't. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. Now, Buddy McGurk says like he listening, but we'll see, man. But yeah, man, as for Eliander Alverez, man, Eliander Alverez is looking focused. He looking determined. He looking strong. He looking on weight. I mean, he wants his name out there. He looks hungry. Now, I ain't going to sit here and act like he was not getting outboxed in the first fight because he was. He was definitely getting outboxed in the first fight prior to the stoppage. But that one shot that changed the course of that fight, not to mention you mix that with the fatigue and the fading issues of Sergey Kovalev. This is the reason that Andre Ward stopped him. Andre Ward figured out, well, not only did this dude has a fatigue problem, but if I hit him to the body, I could speed it up a little faster. And that's something that your man, Eliander Alverez, needs to keep in mind because he did a lot of headhunting in that first fight. P. Newell in the building. What's up, fam? Man, what's good? Can't wait till tonight. Me either, man. You know we're going to be here for the post-fight review, turned up all day. You know what I mean? But, yeah, man, and it looked like Eliander Alverez, he needs to go into this fight realizing that, okay, I stood up to you in the first fight. Yeah, you was outboxing me early, and I did see you start to fade. But it will really benefit him if he takes the Ward blueprint and puts some work in downstairs early. And let's see what Sergey Kovalev, is he willing to dig deep? Is he willing to dig deep? Eliander Alverez looks strong as hell, bro, and he packs a big fucking punch. He packs a big punch, game-changing power. That's good. That's a good look. And going against Sergey, that's a good look because Sergey got good power, chip away power, in my opinion. Sergey can do a lot of good things in those first 5 rounds. But Sergey is an older fighter. He's an older fighter with a fading problem. Let's see what it get him tonight, man. Let's see what it get him tonight, son. So, I mean, if I had to make a prediction, I'm going to be 100. I got to rock with Eliander Alverez tonight. I think Eliander Alverez looks too hungry for me. I think, yeah, that he's not. I don't think he is nearly as skilled as Sergey, at least in the early portions of the fight, but I think he has a bigger heart. I think he is definitely much more focused, chopping at the bit, you know what I'm saying? And I think he really wants to be here. As for Sergey, I don't know. He could be distracted. You dig? He got this court case lingering over his head. He got these allegations out there. He clearly is still drinking in his training camps. He got another trainer, Buddy McGurk, another trainer in such a big fight so fast. So soon. So fast, so soon. So I don't know, man. Yeah, man. Yo, man, yeah, man, as y'all roll through, man, hit the like button for me, man. Hit the like button for me. Y'all know, spontaneous show. First thing Saturday. Hope y'all, man, had a good Friday. You know what I mean? I hope y'all all chilled out, did what y'all like to do, man. But, yeah, man. So it's going to be interesting to see what happened tonight. Game-changing fight tonight, man. Course-altering fight. If Sergey loses this, man, they're going to kick his ass up out the country. They're going to throw the book at him. You know, he better settle. He better settle. And ESPN is going to try to stay away from this thing tonight. It's on ESPN, bro. It's on ESPN. You're going to watch the Lopez-Magdaleno fight. Absolutely. Absolutely. I'm not missing none of the fights tonight. I'll try to do, if I don't do a post-fight for that, then maybe I'll tie it into with the Sergey Kovalev fight. That is the premier fight for tonight. So maybe I'll tie it into that. You know what I mean? So, but how y'all think, man? Who out there? What y'all think? Y'all thinking that Sergey gonna pull this out tonight? Or y'all think that Elian Alverez is gonna pull it tonight? You know, throw that in the comment section. I'd like to see what y'all got to say about that. Let me know who y'all think pulling that out tonight. You know what I mean? But I'm rocking with Elian Alverez, man. Elian Alverez all day, all day. You know what I'm saying? So now that we spoke on that fight, and we can come back to it as if I see y'all mentioning this in the comment section, but we'll move on to some other boxing talk for right now. And, you know, on the headlines, we see that Anthony Joshua, is, according to Eddie Hearn, he's saying that, you know, the April 13th fight that's supposed to have been going down in Wembley is not likely. It's not likely. And, you know, according to Dillian White, he don't think it's going to be him. He think it's going to be Jarrell Miller. According to Jarrell Miller, you know, he at first didn't think it was going to be him, but the chances are looking better for him now, especially with the leaked phone conversation that just came out where Anthony Joshua was caught on the phone conversation saying that he wants to fight in America this year. And they're thinking that the opponent is going to have to be Jarrell Big Baby Miller. Man, my thing is, you know, we shit on that fight, and it ain't the fight that we clamoring for. We want Luis Ortiz. That's the fight that we will have the biggest impact around the time that Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury is fighting. If he wants to hit the biggest splash, if he want to jump into the water with the biggest splash, it should have been Luis Ortiz. That's just what the American fight fan is asking for. But clearly, he's going to look like the Jarrell Big Baby Miller might be the option. Maybe because it's an easier fight to make. I don't know why I can't even say that. Because Luis Ortiz is well on record saying he'll fight for whatever. He'll fight for whatever you give him. If it's going to be 4 wings and fried rice, Luis Ortiz is down to fight for. He's down to fight Joshua for. He'll pull himself off cards. People are like, oh, Luis Ortiz has a fight coming up, man. That don't mean shit. Luis Ortiz has already showed you his track record and what he's willing to do, and he will pull himself off of a fight to face Anthony Joshua. But it is what it is. They want Jarrell Miller, whatever, man. I guess they feel like the market in New York, Jarrell Miller is from New York, whatever, man. Now, some people actually believe that that would be an interesting fight. Jarrell Miller with all that weight laying on you, he don't got power. He don't got that game-changing power, but he got drive and he got stamina. It'll be something. It'll be something. Alvarez is the best right now in the division. Yeah. I don't know, man. You know, you got Dimitri Bivol up in that joint. You know, that'll be an interesting fight too. We got to see if Elian Alvarez is who we say he is. I mean, was the first time a fluke or was this the real deal? Baby Miller is the truth too. Baby Miller, the thing I'm more impressed with Big Baby Miller, man, is the dude his size showing the stamina that he shows. I mean, it's gotten better over each and every fight. It ain't got worse. And it's like, damn, his weight has been increasing. And he says, you know what? Looking at Jarrell Miller, he like, look, I fight better as a big 300-plus pounder. All that me trying to slim down ain't me. Remember when he tried to slim down and he started fading in the fight and everything? Ever since I seen him well over 300-plus pounds, shoot, man, he been going better in fights. Now, he ain't been fighting no damn body. He been fighting bum, skippity, bum. He been fighting the cab drivers, the Uber drivers. He been fighting the construction workers. But at the end of the day, Slim, he's been showing drive to go late into fights. And I've been like, damn, look at Jarrell. And he's been hanging with these dudes. Now, it's been ugly fights. Ugly fights. They ain't been pretty fights to watch. He got to get all close up on you after a while, and he got to keep laying on you and pushing you back. And see, Anthony Joshua ain't going to allow him to do that. That dude going to eat so many shots trying to close that gap on Anthony Joshua, I believe. I always give this dude a lot of shit. Project AJ, one thing I got to say about Project AJ is that I like his jab. I've always liked Project AJ's jab. I've always liked his ability to keep you on the end of his jab, and he does that pretty damn good. You know what I mean? And it's like, yo, I don't know, man. I don't know. Do you think Sergey is shot? Tonight is going to be interesting. I mean, it remains to be seen, but the signs ain't looking good. The writing on the wall ain't looking good, Jonathan Fox. It ain't looking good for Sergey. With the news headlines that's out here, him constantly switching trainers, first time around with Buddy McGurk. Now, Buddy McGurk, like I said before, has done some good things with some fighters. He's taken fighters like Arturo Gotti, and, you know, he got him through those Mickey Ward fights. He's taking fighters like, and got him to the Floyd fight, got him to that big payday. And by the time he got Gotti had already been through the fire. You know what I'm saying? So, it remains to be seen. But, I mean, I ain't going to lie. Like, if I had to bet on whether Sergey is shot or not, Slim, I just think Sergey is a fucking knucklehead, man. I just think he's a knucklehead. And truth be told, I used to always say a fight between him and Adonis Stevenson, it would be a close fight. It'd be this. I think Adonis would have got him because I'm seeing so much stuff about this dude, son. Sergey might get hurt tonight. Yeah. Sergey might just get hurt tonight, but it remains to be seen. I just don't see no reason to believe that Sergey is a changed fighter. I don't see no reason to believe that, man. I don't see anything change. I'm looking at him in the press conferences. He's still smirking and giggling and shit. And Elian Alverez sitting over there looking at him like, oh, okay. You think it's a sweet. You think it's a joke. I don't see no eye to tiger. I don't see no raw in Sergey Kovalev. All I see is I'm just happy to be here. You know what I mean? And like, I don't know, son. I just don't feel it. I don't feel the aggression. I don't see that dedicated look in his eye. We got headlines out here, him still being a lunchbox, new trainer. I just think Sergey going down tonight, bro. I think it's going to be Elian Alverez, man, victorious tonight in the rematch. And Elian Alverez will cement exactly who he is. You know what I mean? That's how I feel like about that. But back to the Anthony Joshua situation. If y'all want me to talk more about that, just keep on commenting on it, man. But back to the Anthony Joshua situation. But it is what it is. Jarrell Miller, like I said, he's gotten better as he gotten bigger, man. And I don't know, man. I think Anthony Joshua beats Jarrell Miller. I just don't know what kind of bump that he gets from that. I don't know, because us boxing fans have been chit-chatting up Luis Ortiz a little too much. And you would think DAZN would have heard this. You would have think that Eddie would have heard this. But they playing tone deaf on us and shit. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is, man. It is what it is. Sergey getting hurt like your boy Thurman. Hey, man, hey, ease up off Keith. One-time Thurman, the #1 welterweight in the world. Ease up. You know what I mean? Come on, son. Sergey may get hurt, but Thurman ain't get hurt. Last I checked, Thurman was victorious. Last time I checked, he beat the man with a bad right hand or whatever the fuck. Last I checked, he knocked down the dude. Last I checked, he stood on his feet after that 7th round. Last I checked, he was out of the ring for 22 months and still got the job did. Can Sergey Kovalev do that? Riddle me that. You know what I mean? Last I checked. That's all I'm saying. You hear me? That's all I'm saying. But we'll see, man. We'll see the impact and see all of that 80,000 in Wembley. Oh, what's up, man? Why they ain't keep the Wembley date? That was so short. Oh, he can't fill it up by himself. He needs a dance partner. And clearly they don't believe in Dillian White to fill that place up. That's funny to me. That's funny to me. Thurman flute is no joke. All day. All day. You know what? I'm starting to believe that my man one time gets superpowers from the flute. If he come in that joint playing the flute, y'all better watch out. He might just go in the back like, everybody get out my dressing room. I'm just turning the lights down. You know what I'm saying? Then he come out super Thurman. Hey, I keep bullshitting with my man in his flute. You know what I mean? Thurman, Keith, flute, Thurman, son, all day. Yeah, but he out a year again with the bad hand. I don't know if he out no year, man. He said he trying to come back. He calling out Manny Pacquiao last I checked. And, listening to what Manny Pacquiao was talking about, Manny is saying that he's looking to come back either in May or July. So clearly he leaving the May door open for Floyd Mayweather. If Mayweather the one come back and get it on, Manny said he down to come back in May. But as far as July is concerned, it's a good date because, if you think about the fights that can happen in July, that'll be long enough after Spence and Mikey. That'll be long enough after maybe even Sean Porter and Ugas, the winner. That'll be long enough to get possibly Danny Garcia, who fights in March. If Danny Garcia is victorious against Granados, that'll be long enough to get Keith Thurman. So the July date for Manny Pacquiao basically puts him in the runnings to fight whoever. You dig? That's how, man. Hey, I don't give a fuck nobody talking about, man. I got nothing but respect for Manny in his old age. Because dog, Manny ain't ducking nothing. Only person that may be questionable is what's going on with Bud. You know what I'm saying? With Bud. That's it. But other than that, man, Manny ain't ducking shit. I like that, man. Manny ain't ducking nothing at 40 years old, and I'm telling y'all, these younger fighters can learn from Manny Pacquiao. You know what I mean? Now, I don't want to put the cart for the horse, but yet still, man, I'm hoping Manny come back and give us a top welterweight. I say that, man. But yeah, man, I got nothing but love and respect for that, man. Got nothing but love and respect for that, man. Real shit. But yeah, man. So Anthony Joshua looking to invade the American shores with Jarrell Miller possibly is looking very, very much likely. I'm listening to Jarrell Miller. He's saying the fight then went from maybe to 50-50. You dig? And so we'll see how that works out, man. We'll see how that shit work out. Orlando Finney, you say you got Alverez? Oh, okay. That's what it is, man. Jaquavius, what's up, homie? Respect to you too, man. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Black Horseman Promotions in the building. What's up, family? What's up with you, man? Good live stream earlier, man. As I was cleaning up around the crib, I had you coming through the TV earlier, man. So big ups to you, man. Real talk, man. Yeah, man. So it's gonna be an interesting fight tonight. Game-changing fight, legacy fight right here. I'm rooting for Eleider Alvarez. I think he pulls it out tonight. I just think Sergey right now, man, just got too much going on, too distracted. You know, just the trainer changes, all of that good stuff is just not good. Okay, we know the real King Kong will beat Anthony, but you really think AJ will beat Baby Miller? I guess you mean Baby, and I don't think so. I mean, yeah, I think AJ will beat Jarrell Miller because, like I said before, giving Jarrell Miller the way he has to fight to win, I think that caters right to AJ's style. See, you know, not to mention he already will be a shorter fighter. AJ has a jab, cuz. AJ has a jab. That's one thing you can't take away from him, man. AJ got a jab. And if Jarrell Miller tries to lean on AJ, I'm sorry, bro. He's going to eat just way too many shots. He's just going to get played with. Now, it's going to be interesting to see if the fight goes beyond 7 or 8 rounds. Maybe, you know, so there's been some stamina issues on coming from AJ's side of the tracks too. But I just don't think so. I think Jarrell has to close that gap, and that's going to be a problem for him getting next to Anthony Joshua. I just don't see it, homie. Thurman will stop Pac. Thurman will stop Pac. Maybe. I don't know. Well, I don't know, bro. Thurman and Pac would be a good fight. Stylistically, that'll be a hard fight to really break down. Thurman has youth on his side. Thurman has a lot of youth on his side, but Pacquiao got a lot of experience, man. And most importantly, he has a big heart. So it'll be interesting, bro. Kovalev going to sleep all day. All day. I'm with you, Black Horseman. I think Kovalev going to sleep tonight too, man. That's why I already gave a prediction for it. I think Eleider Alvarez pulls it out tonight. Too focused, too determined. Wants his name up there, telling everybody what he's going to do. Looking at Sergey Kovalev like, are you serious? Are you serious? You in here smirking and laughing and joking and giggling and shit? I'm going to take you out, son. But I do think Sergey Kovalev shines for a few rounds. I will say that. But we'll see. He may fade. I have to see Miller old fights. Yeah, when you look at Jarrell Miller's old fights, man, you'll see how he has to win. And with the way he has to win is usually by chip away, laying on you, putting that weight on you constantly. Anthony Joshua is strong. Anthony Joshua got a hell of a lightning rod for a fucking jab, bro. And it's just stylistically, it don't work good in Miller's favor. This ain't no typical opponent that he can just keep calm until when he's tired, get up on and lay on and shit like that. Like, dog, this ain't that type of dude. Anthony Joshua is a strong project. AJ strong, man. You got to give him that. Thurman defense is suspect. His offense is great. Yeah, Thurman's footwork is good though, you know, and that's the way he likes to play defense. Like I've been seeing people saying that he needs to work on his holding ability and stuff like that. But I just think that he likes to move his feet in order to play defense better yet than his head and his upper body movement. And, you know, for Manny Pacquiao, a dude who likes for you to stand the fuck still sometimes, and he don't care for all that running or all that moving. Sometimes it gets on his nerves, you know what I'm saying? And so it'll be interesting. Man, no way that Big Goofy beats Big Fendi, Big Baby, pulled a hamstring just walking in the ring. Yeah, dog, I don't see it, man. Hey, Harold Trump, what's up with you? I don't see it, man. I just, stylistically, it don't make sense, bro. I think Jarrell Miller, man, he gonna go in this joint, man, and he ain't gonna, I just don't see him being able to knock out Anthony. He got to chip you away, man. He ain't got that one punch power. He ain't got that, I'm just going to hit you one good time and you out, it's lights out. Nah, man. He lays on you. He put that big burger body on laying on people, man, and just start hitting you, chipping you away. He be just as tired. The problem is people can't handle that, man. They just can't. They just can't, man. I didn't realize how tough Alverez was. All that step aside money he took from Stevenson made him a forgotten fighter. And this is the reason why Stevenson didn't want that work. He ain't want that, man. Look, that is a hard fight for anybody, especially when you up there in age, like Adonis Stevenson was. You know what I mean? Or what should I say? And that's the thing about Sergey tonight. His age is a factor. And like Kathy Duva is saying, this is the reason we brought in Buddy McGirt. Buddy McGirt has been shown in the past to work good with older fighters. He teaches them better defense. He teaches them how to extend their career. If Sergey Kovalev just listens, that's it. But I don't see it, bro. I don't see it. I don't see it. Where's the evidence? Where's the evidence that Sergey Kovalev is down to listen? I don't see it. I mean, like I said before, I'll bring this up one last time. If he was so focused and so determined, how the hell are we getting the headlines that we getting today? Clearly, the man is still drinking. And if he ain't drinking and still hiding in the bushes and still kicking the dog, smacking the cat and spitting in the fish tank, if he ain't drinking, then what the hell is he off? I'm sorry, bro. It's just the evidence the track record, the evidence don't look good for Sergey Kovalev, man. This may be it for the Crusher tonight, bro. This may be it, unfortunately. You know what I mean? But I don't know, man. I mean, Eliander Alvarez, I see it being a stoppage. You know, I see this with the first fight, they stopped it, what, round 7? I think, man, he gets him to about around that time in the fight tonight, maybe 8, maybe 9. I think it's over. I think it's over. I think it's over. I think it's over. Hit the like button for me as y'all come on up in here today. Man, hit the like button for me, man. It's Saturday, man. We all chilling. You know what I mean? So, yeah, hit that button for me, man. Yeah, man, but I think it's over, man. I think it's over for the Crusher tonight. And he better win, bro, because if he loses tonight, the whole world, the walls are going to close in on Sergey. He gonna have them court cases. He gonna have the fans looking at him like, bro, when you ain't nearly as good as we thought you were. All that, it's a wrap, Cap. You know what I'm saying? It's a wrap for him. So he already got a lot of, and let's just keep it a buck. He already got a lot of black fans pissed off at him after wearing monkey shirts and all that dumb shit. So it's like, dog, you ain't got much of a fan base left, and you go in there and you lose tonight. See you later, sayonara. You know what I mean? That's all it is, man. It's all it is, man. What else has been going on? See, this is the reason I ain't made that many videos this week, man. Boxing this week, to me, was slow. It's the same old shit that's been really kind of going down, man. Unfortunately, man. But yeah, man. Yeah, man. Anthony Joshua, though, tonight, though he's looking to invade America, I did find that I find that very interesting, man. I'm dying to see how he splashes into these shorts. I've been listening to Deontay Wilder, the real champ. And I've been, people been asking me, man, how do you see Wilder and Fury 2 playing out? And I'm going to be 100 with y'all, bro. I see 50-50. I think that both fighters can get better in certain departments, and they will. They will. I've been looking at Tyson Fury. Y'all see him on the cover of the magazine, man. He looking slim and trimmer than he was in the first fight. He looking like the old Tyson Fury, maybe even a little better. You know what I mean? I'm looking at Deontay Wilder, determined, this, that, and the third. He realized he probably went wrong in that first fight. Coming with the right hand and not coming with the left hook enough. Every time Tyson Fury dips to the right, it's going to be, they both fighters are going to come in much better than I think they was in that first fight. But I think we're going to get a winner in this one, man. I don't think it's going to a draw. So that's 50-50 to me, son. I look at it like, dog, I gave the fight cosmetically. I gave the fight to Tyson Fury. When you just look at it with the sound off and you look at the course of that fight, it looks as if Tyson Fury won that fight. And for Deontay Wilder, without those knockdowns, it would have been a much more clear victory. So I'm wondering, does Deontay Wilder knock down an even better version of Tyson Fury? And then I'm also wondering, does Tyson Fury outbox a Deontay Wilder who has the movements of Tyson Fury, maybe calculating the movements of a Tyson Fury in the rematch? See, these are things that makes it a 50-50 fight for me, man. I'm sorry, bro. I don't know who wins. I don't know. We could talk about it till the cows come home. I just don't know who wins. Tyson Fury is not playing games because Fury very quickly learned from his mistakes. Yeah, and that's the whole deal I'm saying. But both fighters are going to learn from their mistakes. I just really think the one thing that really put Deontay Wilder in the mixing bowl in the first fight was the awkward movements of Tyson Fury. But as the fight started to progress in that first fight, Deontay Wilder started to time those movements a lot better. And as for Tyson Fury, I think the thing that he made the mistake on, truth be told, is the fact that when he realized that he was up, I don't think he thought that was enough. Like, why, if he would have just cruised in that final round, because neither man was landing a huge amount of punches. If he would have just cruised in that final round and not got knocked down, he would have won the fight. He didn't realize, like, I'm up. I'm up. He could have cruised and won it. But maybe he just didn't want to leave it to the American judges. I'm hearing about that according to Frank Warren, they're not going to have no American nor no UK judges involved in this fight. They want neutral calls. They want neutral judges. It's a good move. But look, man, it don't matter where you from, Slim. It's all the matter what you would like to put in your pocket. You know what I mean? I don't give a fuck where you from. You can be from Uruguay. You know what I mean? If you like money and you want to take, it don't matter. You know what I mean? But I ain't going to go there. I ain't going to go there. Your thoughts on Tank's next fight? After Tank wins the fight, he should take out Gary Jr. I've been calling for that, Harold. I've been calling for that, man. I've been banging the desk, screaming from the rooftops over here that, yo, Tank, if you get through this Hugo Ruiz character, you know what I mean? If you want to pull up a 126-pound fighter, then pull up Gary Russell Jr. Gary Russell Jr. has laid out his roadmap, and he has been saying this for a while. So it ain't nothing new. He wants Leo Santa Cruz. He wants Tank. And then he wants to go and try to finish it off with Lomachenko. That's his route. The man just had a set of twins. Congratulations to Gary Russell Jr. And so he's looking for his exit, but he's gave us roadmap to how he wants to exit the sport. And it involves Tank Davis. See, when it comes down to Tank and Gary Russell, he ain't got nothing to say. He ain't got nothing to say. That's what, that's why I don't understand. You want to pull up Abner Martez, a dude who has been through the fire. It's a populist fight. That's all that was. You want to pull up Abner Martez. You want to pull up, what was the other dude? All these little 126-pound fighters. Even Hugo Ruiz is a 126-pound fighter. But you don't want to pull up Gary Russell Jr. Yeah, okay. All right, I'm expecting Tank to destroy this cat, Hugo Ruiz. I've done my homework on him. I've watched him. I remember seeing him on the Pac Bronner undercard. It's lights out, bro. It's lights out for him. It's lights out for him. Any Wilder fight can change with just one punch. Tyson got superior skills. Great rematch. Absolutely. And it's even a better rematch when both men are going to come back into this fight a better version of themselves. And they know each other. They're more familiar with each other. You did. Hats off to Tyson Fury, man, for coming back to the U.S. market. A lot of fighters wouldn't did that. A lot of fighters would have been like, nah, man. Because, Tyson Fury's original statement was, I want to fight in the UK. And on top of that, he said he wanted to tune up in March. But guess what? He listened to the fight fans, man of the people, fighter of the people, and he say, fuck all that. Give me Wilder next. I'm in tip-top condition. I'm in the best condition of my life. This fight is red hot right now. And most importantly, them wanting this April date pushes Project AJ into a corner. It's like, damn, you know what I'm saying? So it is what it is, man. It is what it is. But I think that both men are going to be a better version of themselves, man. It's going to be interesting. Tank is a bum. I think Tank is protected. Tank is around by the Secret Service. Mayweather Promotions are protecting this dude. But like I said in the video that I did on this, I talked about this in my last video, and that was, I don't know whether to blame. First, I was heavily on blaming Mayweather Promotions. And I was saying that, well, Mayweather Promotions is overly, but then when I listened to Tank talk, that's the difference between me and a lot of people. I listen to what the fighters say. And what Tank is saying is actually different than what I thought. Tank is saying, I want to fight 3-4 times a year, but don't want to be rushed. As in, no, don't step me up too fast. I just want to fight 3-4 bums, get better and better and better and better. And then when I'm ready to step in here with an elite fighter, I'll let you know. That's how Tank carried it. And that's facts. That's facts. You know what I mean? So I always thought that it was Mayweather Promotions that was protecting Tank from the Tevin Farmers, that was protecting Tank from the Lomachenkos. And maybe to an extent they is. But at the end of the day, Tank wants that type of route. He just want to keep building his name, putting his name out there, building his name. That's the reason for the Abner Martez fight. That was the reason for the Liam Walsh fight. It's to raise the popularity and recognition of Tank. That's it. You know what I mean? That's it. What's next for Loma? I don't know, man. It's a good question. I don't know what's next for Loma. How much more can he do at that weight class is what I'm wondering. Bob Arum is saying that you know, he don't want to move Lomachenko away from 135 for at least another year or so. So I don't know. Sky's the limit for Lomachenko. I know some fights I would like to see, but I just honestly don't know what the next move is going to be for him. I know some good fights I like to see though. But yeah, man. So I mean, that's the thing. Me and Tank, man. Like I want Tank to do good things, bro. But look, dog, you can't keep being on social media talking about, man, if you touch me, you'll never box again, and you can't be all on social media talking about I break your hands and I'm this dude. I'm a straight up G, and yeah, nobody want this, and I crush this guy and I crush that guy. What Tevin Farmer did to Tank Slim, it was embarrassing. It was embarrassing to the DMV. With the way Tevin Farmer carried it, it was, to me, as a dude who in the know. Maybe a lot of casuals from my area don't know how it went down, but for a dude that's in the know like myself, that was embarrassing, son. And I ain't feeling that shit. Your thoughts on Lubin versus Smith? It's a rollback for Lubin. Lubin needs these type of fights to get back into a contention. Ishe Smith, I don't know how much name recognition that he really got. I just think Ishe Smith is a shot fighter. I think Ishe Smith is done, but for him to be, fighting a Lubin, I mean, maybe this is the first, step that Ersin Lubin needs to get back into major names and major contention. I want to see him back, bro. I mean, look, man, everybody keep using this Charlo fight that Lubin was this and Lubin. No, we ain't get a chance to really get an eye on him, man. Everybody get clipped. I think Lubin is a good fighter. Is he a Jared Swift Hurd level fighter? That remains to be seen. But let's not write off Lubin all because of that first a knockout in the first round that he ain't even get a chance to really get into the flow on, man. This is not the way. I think the winner, Lubin and Smith, push hard for Charlo. I mean, I think the Charlo Harrison winner, man, if it happens, I'm hearing so much talk, but I'm thinking that winner needs to step in there with Jared Hurd, bro. I want to see Jared Hurd, man. I'm hoping Jared Hurd gets this J-Rock fight. I wish they hurry up and announce this shit so a brother can get his tickets. You know what I mean? Because I'm in the building. I ain't missing that fight. I wish they hurry up and announce it so I can, get my shit together. But I hope that fight happens too. Yeah, he needs another chance. Yeah, he needs another chance, man. A lot of people write people off way too fast. And he's young. Some people believe that they were moving him too fast and this, that. He got clipped. He got clipped by a fighter that's, was working on power. He just got with Derrick James and he was dying to show everybody, look what I learned, and he showed it. But let's see how that fight would have played out. You know what I mean? That's all I'm saying, man. That's all I'm saying. Herd unification needs to happen soon. Yeah, because he's getting bigger and bigger. He's getting bigger and bigger, LeBron. He's getting bigger and bigger. You know what I mean? And how much longer is he going to continuously be able to make this 154-pound weight? And that's the thing that concerns me, So I want them to get this J-Rock fight on. I want him to get the win of Hurd versus Harrison. And after that, they ain't got no reason to be there because Jaime Munguia don't want no work. Jaime Munguia is like Tank. He just want to sit back and fight easy fights. You know what I'm saying? So Jaime Munguia has clearly made it known he don't want it. And I think maybe Oscar may be trying to build in the clips of Jaime Munguia versus Canelo Alvarez sometime in the future anyway. So Jared Hurd don't become part of that playbook. So, I mean, after that, I want to see him move up. Hurd should be at 175 if we being 100. Hey, man, 160, man. Punch resistance, man. It means something. He a big boy. He a big dude, man. But, yo, I told you, man, remember that fight when he had like 24 hours to cut weight and he had to cut like damn near 10 pounds? Hey, Hurd is he a big boy, but goddamn, he focused, man. He focused as hell, bro. So we'll see how this shit work out, man. We'll see how this thing works out, man. But shit, man. Jaime Munguia be on some other stuff, man. Jaime Munguia just act like, well, that's politics, man. That's polish shit. That's the thing about 154. It's just full of so many good fighters. But damn, it's almost, I don't want that shit to become like the welterweights, man. I was listening to some people talk the other day, and I may end up closing with this, man. I've been listening to some people talk, and some people were making real good ass points, bro. Like what's going on with these PBC fighters? It's insane, man. Like why I'm looking at the welterweight division and I'm saying to myself, okay, everybody's saying that 2019 should be the year. Dog, we got to see them PBC welterweights mix it up, man. It's no excuse at this point. It's no excuse why Thurman ain't fighting Spence, while Spence ain't fighting Danny, while Danny ain't fighting whoever, you know what I'm Pacquiao, whatever, you know what I mean? No excuses, bruh. And I'm telling y'all, man, I rocks with the PBC fighters because I love the quality of fighters that they got, but I'm going to start going back in on that shit. I eased up on that, man. But I'm just trying to be patient. I'm trying to remain calm about it. But, bro, these welterweights have to fight each other, man, and stop looking at Terrence Crawford like, yo, he this and he that, man. Fight each other, man. Shit is getting frustrating as hell. You know what I mean? So I don't want to see that no more. Is Jacobs going to get stopped? I don't know, man. Jacobs got snacks. Jacobs got snacks. Jacobs got snacks. Jacobs got snacks and turtlenecks. So I don't know, but Jacobs better fight the fight of his life because this is his mountaintop. This is the opportunity he's been wanting. He's maneuvered himself politically. Got away from Al Heyman and the PBC brand for a second. Well, not so much Al Heyman, but from the PBC brand, worked his way over to DAZN, got up under Eddie Hearn. You know what I'm saying? And this, he put himself in a golden position. A golden position. You know what I'm saying? I hope all of that hard work of moving and swimming around boxing the way Danny Jacobs has done don't be in vain, because this is it. This is it. All I do know is this. Danny don't like it to the body, and Danny doesn't like aggression. And Canelo can do both. You know what I mean? Canelo can do both better than any fighter out there in boxing. So that's going to play out in the fight. That's going to play out heavy. You know what I mean? So I don't know, man. I don't know. Lawrence Williams in the building. What's up, family? What's up with you? Al still advises Danny. Yeah, you're right, LeBron. He does still co-advises Danny. And this is how you seen the Deryevchenko fight. You know, Deryevchenko rocks with PBC. Danny Jacobs still rocks with, you know, DAZN, so he can make them fight. But that's why I say, man, Danny has put himself in a golden position where he does these type things. But I'm hoping all of that wasn't for nothing, because he's already got the Gennady Golovkin fight. He lost that. And now this is Canelo Alvarez. It don't get no bigger than this at that weight class. It doesn't get no bigger. So I'm rooting for Danny. And I think Danny has, you know, he got the heart and he got the snacks. But at the end of the day, you know, Canelo Alvarez is just a monster with so many tools in his toolbox that he will peep what Danny doesn't like, and he can emulate that. That's what makes a change. Danny doesn't listen to his coach either. He better. He better. I mean, I think Rozier is a brilliant boxing mind. You know what I mean? So he better. I like Rozier a lot, man. And they're going to study Canelo. They're going to study Canelo. You know, the thing is that the last big flaw that we seen on Canelo Alvarez was stamina. That was the issue that, you know, we seen it rear his head up in the Golovkin first fight, was stamina. And seems as if on these last couple fights, well, you couldn't really judge by the Rocky Fielding fight, but judging by that second Golovkin fight, it's gotten better. It's gotten much, much better. You know what I mean? So if Canelo can, you know, maybe keep that stamina rate up, it's going to be an interesting fight, bro. And Danny can go deep into fights and stay strong. So that's going to be one of the main things I think they're going to look at when it comes to Canelo Alvarez. A-Side Charlo needs to head over to DAZN for a 2-fight deal. Absolutely. A-Side Charlo better do something. You know what I mean? Because I don't want to see him frozen out. I mean, everybody was sitting back, you know, the Gennady Golovkin situation, the whole boxing world on the edge of their seat. Well, Gennady going to sign this. He's going to sign with them. He's going to be with ESPN. He's going to be with DAZN. He's going to be with people. We don't know right now. But I don't know if that's what Charlo is waiting for to make a move. But right now, bruh, A-Side, you got to do something. You got to do something. Somebody mentioned to me, how would I like to see the Kovalev rematch? I actually wouldn't be too much against that. I wouldn't be too much against that. But I think for Charlo's career, this is when you got to take it, man. You got to take charge of your own career. Danny Jacobs and Al Heyman go way back, like back season Cadillacs. You know what I'm saying? They go way back. But what did Danny do? Danny like, look, I got nothing but love for you, Al. But for right now, at this weight class, everybody over the zone, I got to make a move. You know what I mean? And Jamal can take that same position. It ain't got to be no bad blood. Al Heyman can still advise him. Just because you were Al Heyman doesn't necessarily mean you got to be with PBC. He would prefer that, but that don't mean you got to. You know what I mean? But I know that also Jamal Charlo, A-Side, has some allegiances to Showtime. So that all plays out too. That all plays out too. He loses focus in fights. He was rushing in the Arias and Sulecki fights. Yeah, I thought he did pretty decent against Cuba Arias in the Sulecki fight. You're right. He did rush it. And but I thought he did good against Deryevchenko, though Deryevchenko was coming on late. My thing is, I mean, well, in the middle portions of that fight, my thing is with him, man, it's just I wanted to see what happens when he faces aggression. Deryevchenko started to get aggressive, and news reports he had success against Danny. Until Danny had to move more. You know what I mean? And I'm telling you, man, Canelo, who's A+ at cutting off the ring, he ain't going to allow Daniel Jacobs to do but so much movement. And when Danny Jacobs was fighting Gennady Golovkin, that's when Gennady Golovkin had his successes. This is how he knocked down Danny Jacobs, being aggressive. You know what I mean? And so I don't know, man. I don't know, bro. I think Canelo right now on the skill level edge, in my opinion, has the upper hand. But yet when it comes to heart, no one has a bigger heart than Daniel Turtleneck Jacobs. No one has a bigger heart than my main man, Daniel. I like the snacks, Jacobs. And that's just being a buck. I think Jamal Charlo will fight number 3 in Dom next. Nobody want to see that, Lawrence. Nobody want to see that, though, son. Like, that shit, man. I don't want to see that fight, man. I don't, man. Look, man, Jamal got to be a man about it, bro. You got to be a man about it, man. Hit the like button for me, too, fam. Yo, man, he got to be a man about it. He got to take charge of his career, man. That's why I respect those fighters. This is your career. Look at Demetrius Andrade. That dude done swapped all over the place. And now look at what he at. He a world champion in the mix. In the mix. They talking about him and Gennady Golovkin. Jamal got to get in the mix. And this is what's best for his career. Like I said before, I've heard that he doesn't have a network deal with Showtime, but I know he is heavily invested with Showtime and CBS. That could be an issue. I mean, but Jamal got to take charge of his career, man. I like Jamal Charlo, and I think, you know, the Cowboy fight showed us a lot. Maybe that's a good. I would prefer to see a rematch with Matt Korobov before I see the Indom fight. That's just me, because I need him to make that fight clear cut. I need him to show everybody, no, this was a short notice dude. I wasn't expecting this cat to come in this way, you know. So guess what? And then we can run it back, and I'll make it more definitive. I would take that fight before I take the Indom, the Hassan Indom fight. You know what I mean? And that can be happening. What about Deryevchenko? What about Deryevchenko and Jamal Charlo? That's a good fight. You know what I mean? So I prefer that fight too. I like to see Deryevchenko versus Jamal Charlo if they can't come up with a better option. But in Dom, man, I think that's easy work for him, man. Oh, okay. Cool K versus Deryevchenko for the IBF Mando on April 13th. Oh, okay. Damn. So Deryevchenko already got work already, huh? Damn. See, that's what I'm saying. Jamal could have got into that mix, man. I think that would have been a decent fight. Damn, Deryevchenko, he stayed with that IBF shit, man. Like, he already, you know, had his fight for the IBF. Why he ain't making no move in another sanctioning body? That's the title he didn't win off of. They forfeited a vacant title, and he didn't win it from Daniel Jacobs. Same title. I guess that's the fastest shot he got to a title fight, so he ain't trying to move. I can understand that, you know what I mean? But damn, I wish Jamal Charlo could have got that fight. That's a very possible fight. Both of them fighting on the same side of the street. No polished shit, no polished tricks. Would have been one good fight. You know what I mean? But hey, I understand what Deryevchenko position could be in that situation. Yeah, man. So it is what it is, man. But those, I don't know, man. I like Jamal, man. I don't know, man. Give Matt Korobov, man. Give him a call, bro. Let him get properly ready for the fight and make it more definitive for us. I think we'll all watch that rematch because it was such a good fight. We will all watch that rematch over the Indom fight. Hell nah. You know what I mean? So it is what it is, man. All right, man. I want to say, man, Sergey Kovalev versus Eleider Alverez tonight. Tune in for the post-fight review right here. I got Eleider Alverez pulling it out. I don't think Sergey Kovalev is, you know, I think the headlines are showing us, man, that he ain't listening. He ain't this focused as they trying to portray him to be. I think that after this fight is over, you're going to have Buddy McGirt going to cameras like, oh, yeah, I told y'all he was listening, but I'm going to tell y'all what really went down. Man, this motherfucker was drinking. He had the vodka up in there. He wasn't even drinking the good vodka. He wasn't drinking Grey Goose. He was drinking Kirkland. He got that shit from the gas station somewhere, you know what I mean? So he wasn't listening to me, man. And yeah, man, you know, I think it's going to end up something like that, like we always see. You know what I mean? Like John David Jackson, man. I think it's going to end up that way. I don't see Sergey Kovalev, though, being victorious tonight, man. I mean, his fatigue issue is still an issue. He's an older fighter. And, you know, training changes at this fourth quarter for a big fight like this. I mean, I don't see it, bro. I just don't see it, man. So it is what it is, man. It should be a good fight for as long as it may last. Eleider Alverez, if I go on prediction, I'm going to say 8th round stoppage. I'm going to say 8th round stoppage for Eleider Alverez. If he's smart, he hits the body of Sergey Kovalev. He is not going to back down from Sergey Kovalev. Kovalev is not going to be able to steamroll this dude by far. You know what I'm saying? This dude is built like a tank, always coming to fights in tip top. You know what I mean? Don't see it, bro. I just don't see it. I think Sergey Kovalev, the crusher, may be done tonight, son. It may be done. And Kathy gonna be up there like I'm washing my hands with him. I let him deal with this court case. He better settle with this woman. You know, he kicked the dog, he smacked the cat. You know what I mean? He went out to the bushes. He hid out there, man. Sat out there with the chipmunks and the squirrels. And, you know, he woke up the next morning and tried to apologize by sleeping in the bushes all night. I don't know, bro. I got Kovalev UD. I'll be back for your post-fight review to chop it up. Absolutely. Okay, that's a good call. You say unanimous decision. Thing is, if Kovalev pull it out tonight, mysteriously, if he pulls it out tonight, are they talking trilogy? Are they talking trilogy? I don't know, man. I like to get Dmitry Bivol up in the mix. I like to see how he performs on this level against a Kovalev or maybe against an Elian Alverez. So we'll see how it works itself out. But as for me, I'm rolling with Elian Alverez by 8th round stoppage because I'm just not a believer, nor have a reason to be a believer in Sergey Kovalev. And I'm going to leave it right there. Alec Cartier says, what channel is Kovalev fighting on? It's going to be on ESPN. It's going to be on ESPN. So tune in. For those who got just basic cable, you ain't got to have the premium shit. If you got basic cable or basic Sling TV or you know, a basic Fire Stick or whatever the fuck, you know, should be able to catch this fight. If you got the app, whatever, you should be able to catch this fight. You know what I mean? Hashtag Thurman the Flute, snacks and turtlenecks all day. Snacks and turtlenecks for my man Danny Jacobs, Keith, Flute, Thurman. And I'm going to say this one more time too before we get out of here. Stop underestimating the flute. The flute has some mystical powers in it, bruh. I think the problem is Keith Thurman is not playing the flute walking into the ring. If he plays the flute, I don't care what tune he be playing. He could play Murray Had a Little Lamb. I don't give a shit. If he plays the flute on the way to the ring, he will be a bad man. He won't get injured. You dig? He will make the fights more clear cut. And stop playing with my main man, Keith Flute Thurman. To the next video, Main Man, Made Man. Don't forget to subscribe. Twitter, Made Man 511. Facebook, Main Man, Made Man. Boxing Forum, Google Plus, Main Man, Made Man. Tune in tonight, post-fight review. We gonna be turned up. We gonna break this fight down. And if Sergey Kovalev go in there being a lunchbox tonight, expect me to ride on him. You hear me? And I'm gonna keep it a buck. To the next video, hit the like button on your way out. Peace out.